Hey everyone, I'm here outside Heirlooms Music in Singapore, and today we are celebrating Gibson guitars, and it's going to be lots of Gibson features, Gibson performances, and I'm going to be performing on some vintage Gibson instruments. So let's go and check out this amazing event. Let's go.
All new Gibson actually start building mandolins. This is a very odd guitar. You still can see some of the reminiscence. The top is still a bit carved, but perfect for blues. You've got this very twangy sound.
Now we fast forward to 1942, Gibson needed a model to fight brand M. So this was their solution to compete with that. So yeah, I had the wah. I've impressed you.
So I'm here in guitar heaven. That's what I call this room. Here, tucked away in Heirlooms Music, we've got so many beautiful guitars now. Normally this is filled with Gibson guitars, but today we've brought all the Gibson guitars out onto the main stage, which you can see at the backdrop of the performance stage. But I just wanted to share that Heirlooms Music is such a treasure trove of beautiful vintage instruments, boutique instruments, and is so rich in history. And something that Heirlooms Music tries to do in Singapore is to bring together the guitar-loving community and emphasize on the guitar making tradition and the tradition of playing these beautiful instruments. So we've got guitars from over 100 years old, guitars you've never imagined possible, and I think it's just an amazing experience. So if you are in Singapore, please come down to Heirlooms Music. It's an experience you cannot miss if you love guitars. Yeah, okay, I'm here with my good friend Luhung Swantara from Indonesia, and we are here performing at the Gibson celebration event at Heirlooms Music.
Yep.
So what guitars are you going to be playing?
Gibson J45.
J45.
Yeah, the vintage one, the banner
vintage
series.
one.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, that's the one that was made by women in
Yes.
Kalamazoo back then, I think, when the men were at war.
Yeah.
That's the story I hear, and you always play that every time
Yes.
you're here, right? And I will be playing my own vintage guitar, which is an ES330 from 1967, and also a Robert Johnson style L1 vintage archtop guitar, which is so old, I don't even know how old it is. Blessed is he, King of Israel, and he was dead, came forth, bound hand and foot with grave clothes. His face was bound about with a napkin, and Jesus saith unto thee, and he was dead, came forth, bound hand and foot with grave clothes. His face was bound about with a napkin, and Jesus said unto them, I'll sing, I'll sing, I'll sing, and let him go. Got it. My dad. We have Keith.
Yeah.
That's Keith.
Oh,
Congratulations. Everlasting life, everlasting life.
And this is the hottest one out there.
Well, that wraps up the Gibson celebration event at Heirlooms Music in Singapore. It was such a privilege and honor to be able to be part of it, to demonstrate some of these beautiful vintage and new guitars, and to learn about the rich history of Gibson guitars. It was also such a joy, to watch those amazingly talented musicians demonstrate their craft on those beautiful instruments. Now, thank you to Heirlooms Music for putting this together, and also to our guests, Music Bliss from Malaysia, who are making this Gibson event possible. Now, until next time, I'll see you again. Take care. Bye bye.